Office is no longer approving COSs for employers like in the past. There have been so much delays on visa applications. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs or visa sponsorship in the UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. And if you have anyone that has been thinking of migrating to the UK, this is the best platform for them to be on. Please do like and share this video with them. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. As earlier mentioned, that the UK Home Office is no longer approving COSs for employers. I'll tell you the reason why that is happening in this video, and also the documents they are now requesting from employers before any COS can be approved, and what they are doing. Also, there have been so much delays in visa applications recently. Even after you have paid for priority service, you find out that you pay for priority service for 5 days and your visa is coming out in 10 to 12 working days, which is longer than the 5 days priority service you have paid for. So as earlier mentioned, that the Home Office is no longer approving COSs like in the past, that an employer will request for 100 COS. Before you know, the next day Home Office is approving it. Now the Home Office is doing thorough investigation. When I mean investigation, like there was a care home I saw recently. Someone got a COS from that care home and shared the COS for me to check if it's a proper COS. And when I checked, it was a proper COS, and I told the person, fill out your visa form immediately and submit, so that just in case this company runs into trouble, at least you've gotten your visa and you're already in the UK. And she filled her visa form and submitted. Do you know that 2-3 days after I sent me the COS, another person still sent me that same company's COS, and I said, okay, let me go and check again, and I saw that the company's license has been withdrawn. That is what is happening now. So I'll tell you now, the Home Office now is on employers. When I mean they are on employers, because they know what is going on. A lot of people are stranded in the UK right now. When agents and employer will tell them, oh, there is work in this organization, sometimes I won't blame the agents that much, because the employers are liars. Because most employers will say, oh, I have work, bring them. At the end of the day, the people get here and get stranded. So now what Home Office is doing, because a lot of people are currently stranded now in the UK, even to buy food, to pay for accommodation, to do other things is really difficult. So which is why I advise that if you're coming to the UK, always make sure you come in with your husband or your wife, who is your dependent, so that they can go ahead to do any job they want to do while you're still sorting out yourself. Because even coming to the UK as a carer, you need to do your DBS, you need to do your training, and that could take maybe up to 3 to 4 weeks, or more or less. Home Office is revoking most of these companies' licenses, because when they apply for COS, now they are asking them a proof of their contracts with their service users or the organizations they are working with. So now the proof now they are asking is from the employer, because they are very much aware that a lot of employers have brought a lot of care workers to the UK, but they don't have any hours to offer them. And if you had watched my previous video, I mentioned to you that most of the companies that are doing this now are newly registered care companies. And those newly registered care companies, they've just opened their care home for just this, to make money and walk away. Because even if Home Office revokes their license, they can still operate in the UK. They won't have so much to lose, because they've already taken the money by bringing people from overseas, and they will still continue their life. Now, Home Office is now requesting most of these companies to get their contracts to them, and not just only to submit their contract, because they know most companies can also bring a fake contract, which I heard that one organization forged a fake document to Home Office. They didn't just revoke the license, they also closed down the company, because they call the organizations, that's a third-party organization where you've got your service users and all of that, that you're sending your carers to find out if genuinely this organization has got this contract with them. If they say yes, let's assume that Fajira's care organization submits a COS request to Home Office, and Home Office now requests for further documents to show that Fajira's care organization has contracts with the service users, the companies and all of that, then I now go and get Joy's organization to say, yeah, I've got contracts with them. Without having contracts with them, they will close that Fajira's organization. God forbid, I'm not using they're not going to close my organization, but I'm just saying that they will close that organization because the Home Office calls the third party right now to find out if genuinely this care company that have requested for more COS, they've got a deal or a contract with them and or a package with them, and if they say yes, that they've got a package with them, they will approve the COS. The Home Office is no longer approving COSs to employers randomly. Now they go to verify after they have requested for further documents from the employer. So they go to verify to be sure that those documents are genuine. And in a situation whereby those documents are not genuine, the care company will be closed. The license will be revoked. So now, the latest, there's some care organization, like I heard, that don't have hours. They don't have any contract or package anywhere. When they apply for COS and Home Office asks them for more document, what they do, they just withdraw the application. They don't apply. So most of them do not even have COSs again to issue to people like they used to do, knowing fully well that they don't have the hours. They issue it to people, which is wrong. I would say that is greed, because you don't tell somebody that you have this thing when you don't have it genuinely. So how do you want the person to survive after you have lied to the person? This is to employers. So if Home Office verifies from the third party after the employers have sent in these documents requested by Home Office, and they verify that there is a genuine contract or package with the care company, so what they do, they approve the COSs. But now they even check the number of employees you have before approving more. Most of these companies that bring in people without hours to work in the UK, once those further documents have been requested, they just stop the application there, which is very good for them. Kudos to UK government and Home Office, because in as much as people want to migrate, they sell their properties, they sell everything. You as an employer, it is not good for you to see people who have borrowed money from the bank, sold their properties, arrive in the UK and get stranded because of your greed. So I am fully in support of what the Home Office is doing, which for some people who have been contacting me that they've been waiting for the past 4 months, the past 5 months, 6 months for their COS, a lot is going on now in the UK. So it is even better you wait for long and the company goes through the process, and at the end of the day you get a COS and you get there, you get your hours, than to get the COS and before you even apply for your visa, the company's license has been revoked. And what happens when you apply for your visa when the company's license has been revoked? If the company is still under investigation and your visa has not been processed, it may be pending. Or if they have completed the investigation process and Home Office thinks that it is wise for them to revoke the license, then your visa automatically will be refused based on the fact that the company that issued you their COS, their license has been withdrawn. They are no longer eligible to sponsor people from overseas. So I would rather say just be more patient and wait to get a genuine COS. I'm a genuine company that have got hours for you in the UK. Like I will always say, once you get your COS, please don't wait for one night. Just apply for your visa, especially if the maintenance is still need to put any proof of funds. Now, the reason why this is happening, like I earlier mentioned, that a lot of people are currently stranded in the UK, making things more difficult for the UK government. So they are really doing their best to tackle this fraud, which I am fully in support of, because it's not nice that human beings are treated like that, especially when you have promised them something. Whatever you have promised anybody, you should try and give it to that person, because that person is depending on that promise to survive. So this is the reason why your COS has been delayed. For everybody who has been contacting me, please continuously check on the license sponsored list. When I would say check it on daily basis, if the company you're waiting for your COS from is still on the list, because what Home Office does is, if you are unable to provide that document, that's an alert for them. They will do further investigation, and if they see anything, they are revoking the license. You may see a company today on the license sponsored list. You may have done your interview and everything, and the next morning when you go, the license has been revoked. This is very, very common now. Like, I can't count how many companies have seen and how many people have seen that their companies have had those issues. So please always make sure you're checking the license sponsors list on daily basis to be sure that the organization you're waiting for does not have any problem, or maybe lost their license and you're still just waiting patiently for your COS to come from there. The reason why your visa application is delayed, this is not only for work visa, even visiting visa, study visa, and a lot of people panic when they see the message from home office that your application has not been straightforward. I've filmed a video on that, and I know a lot of people have not watched that video. Now, when you see that message from home office saying that your application has not been straightforward, does not mean that your application is not straightforward. I know that even if it was me applying for a visa and I get that message, I'll panic. But guys, please don't panic. Don't panic. It's a message that is sent to everybody. Like, almost everybody receives that message now. Now, there have been delays now on visa application processing, because the home office will usually say they are going to process this for 3 weeks, and when you pay for priority service, it's 5 working days. But just to let you know that most of the applications I did for my clients that paid for priority service, it was meant to be for 5 days, and unfortunately it was more than 5 days. Some took up to 12 days, and when you do the normal application, sometimes you see it coming out on time. So I think it depends on luck. You may be lucky to get your visa approved within that 3 weeks or before the 3 weeks, or maybe if you are very unlucky, maybe up to 6 weeks, as I see a lot of messages in my comment section say, oh, Fajira, I'm still waiting for my visa. I submitted this, I submitted that. Guys, just be more patient. Now, home office as well is also doing further investigation, whereas if they are not really sure of your application, if they think that something is wrong with your recruitment process, they just send you an email to provide more documents. I had already shared that in my previous video, talking about some further documents they require. It could be anything. It could be more documents for your dependents. It could be more documents for your job application process. It could be more documents for your interview. Like, it could be your offer letter, like anything, which is why I always advise that before you put in your visa application, make sure you have all the necessary documents, because when they request for these documents, they give you 10 working days to provide these documents. And if you're unable to provide those documents, then your visa will automatically be refused. So before you send in your visa application, ensure that you have everything that you think they may request for. I have already filmed a lot of videos on that, so go watch those videos and make sure you have all those documents handy. So just in case they ask for it, you just give it to them. So visa delay is normal now, so don't panic. If you're one of those that have been waiting for your visa decision, be positive, be patient. It will definitely come out. Trust me, it's not just going to come out, it's going to come out with visa approved. What I pray for my subscribers on daily basis, and I get those feedback once their visa is approved. It gives me so much joy. Just be patient. This delay is not because you have applied for the wrong visa, like some will ask me, or because your company is under investigation. Is a general delay, not even for visiting visa as well, for study visa, for work, for global talent visa, for innovate, like all the visas categories, there has been so much delays. So just be a bit patient and just always check your email, check your junk, and by God's grace, you will get your visa approved in no time. And for those that are still expecting their COSs, just at least once in a week, find out from your employer to know what is going on. Some employers will lie to you, some will not lie to you. They will tell you how it is. So this is just what is going on, and I thought I should share this with you because I've received a lot of these questions, and I just also have to update you after speaking with some employers that my subscribers have told me they got their job from. This is what they told me they are experiencing, which is why I have to share with you. So guys, I hope you find this video helpful, and if you do, please like and share. And if you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. And until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye for now.